Hi, this is Allie from Allie Cats Crafts. I'm here to bring you a video or tutorial on a little cheer. My friend Lori sent me this along with the 3 punches that you can punch out the Christmas tree, the star, and the stocking. And I put the name of the little cheer so I remember what it goes with. In a stamp set, you'll get like a little banner, a little like string that you can put across the card if you choose to do stamping, which we're going to be doing that tonight. And you'll get the words "Sending a Little Cheer," "Christmas is Here," "Happy Christmas," "Merry Christmas," "To and From," a stocking, a star, a Christmas tree, and this has little stripes on it, whereas the other one you just stamp out whatever you want, and a little bow, 2 presents, looks like a snowflake, and a little branch of greenery. So that's what we're working with. This is a very fun thing. I've already done 2 cards so far. In my last video, I did this one, and I used a cute embossing folder that says "Merry Christmas," and I punched it out, and I said, "May God fill your Christmas with joy, peace, and love," and then 2 presents. Then I made this one, and I did all of it, did a little shaker card, and I forgot to glue this on and show you to in the end, so I want to show you what it looked like when I finished it, and I'm just completely forgot, and I love shaker cards, and I punched out a bunch of little shapes to go with, and that was my intention, is make it a shaker card with all little fun shapes, and whatever you want. So this is just a fun card. I love doing shakers, and you know that. And the same sayings on the inside. So that was the first 2 cards. Now we're continue. I have 2 cards tonight, and we're going to start with a card base, and I will put this right here, so if you want to take a picture, you can. The card base is white, and it's 5 1/4 by 8. It's not 8 1/2, 8 1/4 like it normally is, because I got this in a package from Hobby Lobby where you get a whole bunch. The next layer, and I used garden green for the first layer, which is 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. Then I used real red. Actually, you know what? I don't think it was real red. It was cherry cobbler. And that is 3 1/16 by 5 3/16. And the last layer is white, 3 1/2 by 5. So that's what we have. So we're going to tonight do a stamp. So I did some research, figure things out, and you can see my scratch paper. Things didn't turn out the way I wanted it, and that didn't turn out, and I kind of drew a design for another one. It was too close here, so I wanted to get it just right. So what I did was, I did a practice one, and I kind of did it the right way. Well, that's kind of that one. So then what I did was I took and I put it on here. So I'm going to line up my paper. It fits perfect in there. See, I have the little lines. So if you get ready to do something like this, I would recommend figuring it out in advance. And then what I do is I put little lines so I know where to stamp. So I'm going to start with black ink. And all the inks I have VersaFine and all these other ones. I'm low on the refill for this, so it doesn't ink very good. I need to get more refills for my VersaFine. And for my Memento, because it doesn't do perfect stamps anymore. So I know I need to re-ink it. So I'm going to start with this. So I'm going to use my Stamps of Life Licorice, which is black ink. And I know that it does a really good job. This is like my backup ink when I want to just do like a water-based ink. This one's perfect. So I'm going to put this in this little spot. And what I want to do is that little line and that little line, I'm going to line up this like this. And you don't want to press hard. Just want to hold it down for a second and lift it up. Because if you press it down, it distorts it. So I'm going to dip it in ink again. I got my finger in the ink, of course. And now I'm going to line it up with the next set of lines that I pre-put up there. And I'm going to stamp it down. Oops. See, and I'm going to put it back in there because sometimes that happens. It sticks to it. Okay. So we're making our little banners to go across there. Okay. So I'm going to line up again. So the next one, I want it here and here. And I'm going to print it up. So if you look at this really close, see what I did? Look. See where I stamped it? I went right. If it's not perfect, it's okay, because guess what? It's an approximate area. See how I just kind of went like that? So now I know that I'm in the right spot for it. Okay, so let's just turn that over. I will probably do this again, this card at some point. I'm gonna get my cleaner. So the next thing you want to do now. So I know that I want to do 5 little things here. So I'm going to grab, I need that black ink again. I'm going to put my bows up here. So I know that I want to do 5 little stockings or 5 little whatever I'm going to do, okay? So I'm going to grab my first, dip that in, I'm going to put the first one right in the middle because I know 5 is an odd number. Let me sit down so I can really see what I'm doing. It's kind of hard to do it. So I'm going to tap, tap, tap. And put it right there. Do the same thing with this one. Find the middle. Put it right there. Do the same thing here. So next thing I want to do is I want to put, because I want 5 on there. So there's 1. And I want to go to the end. That's really hard to see. I have to get closer. Move it right here. There we go. 1 on the end here. And then in the middle. And middle right there. Then 1 on the end here. I moved it 1 there, and then in the middle between them, 1 right there. So I'm doing this so I can get it even. That's why I'm doing this way. So when you do something, I could just do it across if I want, but then I don't know if it'll be even. I kind of want it kind of even. So there you go. Clean off my stamp. Okay. So we're done with that one. The next thing, we're going to use almost every stamp for this particular card. So now I want to do my red ink next. So I'm going to stamp the stocking. And then I'm going to kind of lay it out. Hold on. The yellow next. Hopefully I don't double dip because I've been known to do that, but I'm going to try not to. And then the green. So I'm going to do red, yellow, green. Red, yellow, green. That's the pattern. So the stocking is the red. Of course, the star is going to be the, I need to use that. And then the Christmas tree. So that's where I want them to go. So the first one is going to be a Christmas tree. So I want to stamp it off. It looks good. I'm going to have it right there. A little stocking there. Now I'm going to do the yellow. So I'm going to do the star next. I hang it from there. So notice one thing. See how it's right there? So the bow's there. Okay. I'm going to do the green next. Little Christmas tree. Okay, and I'm going to go back to the red. My little stocking. And then the star. Okay. So the next thing I want to do, because I went red, yellow, green, red, yellow, green goes next. So I'm kind of doing a pattern. So we have our green. And then your red. And then I'm going to skip the yellow because this is what I want to do. I want to put a little gold star that I punched out. Let me get my glue. So I'm going to put a little gold star in the place of that yellow. So there's my gold star. Okay, where's my top? I just took it out 2 seconds ago. There it is. It's hidden over here. Okay. So green, red, yellow. So the next one's going to be green. Green, and then red. Oh, I didn't do that. So line it up again. There you go, red. And you're going to do yellow because you did green, red, yellow. And then green. Oh. Red. Yellow. Green. And I made a little mistake, so guess what? On that Christmas tree, I could always do this. So if you make a mistake, you can cover it up just like this, which is kind of cool. So I think I'll do that. And I might even just do one up there just for fun, because it kind of makes it a little bit different, you know? So it looks like it's a part of the card as opposed to a mistake like I just did. And it looks really nice. And you kind of have the other green kind of poking out a little bit. There we go. And maybe I will do the stocking right there. So if you make a mistake, no worries, because guess what? Just put a piece of paper on there, one that matches it. And no one will know. They'll think it's part of the card. That's what's really cool about this card. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to stamp my Merry Christmas. Pull off my little ribbon there. And I want to do it in red. I want to double check, make sure it's still right. Okay. I'm going to put that right here. Hold it down and pick it up. And clean my stamp off. Get all my stamps clean because I will put something on top of it. Then I'll close my inks and we'll move on to the next thing. Okay. Let's move this aside. So now we're going to take and glue this onto the front of the card. Just put your glue on it. Dot, dot, not a lot. I'm teaching that to my seniors. Dot, dot, not a lot. So let's glue this onto the front. Make sure it's nice and even. Nice kind of temporarily. And what's nice about the glue is it moves around. I got it just the way I want it. Okay. So it kind of looks cool. Look. And there's a gold star there. So we're going to glue this on. Now you can put dimensionals on it, but there's so many layers of paper on here that I want to go through the mail without having to pay extra postage. That's important. So get this even, put it down. There we go. That looks good. And press it down. Very simple, fun card. See? Next thing I'm going to do is I want to grab, oh, not the blue ones. Where are they? Here they are, silver ones. put a couple blings on here. Oh, I should do the gold, actually. To go with the gold star. Hold on. Do I have gold? No. I just ordered some embellishments. I never ordered them because they're kind of on the expensive side. So I only get them every so often, but I wanted these really bad. Because I thought they were pretty. You know what? I wanted to do gold. Maybe I'll just do the pretty blue because it looks like the sky. Let me look at it and see what it looks like. I could always skip the embellishments for now. No, I don't like the blue. I think it needs gold ones. Hold on, let me close this up. We're only 15 minutes into the video. We're doing okay. Let me walk right over there and see if I could find my gold ones. I know I have gold ones. Give me a couple of seconds. I found them. Here they are. That's what I was looking for. So let's put a couple little gold dots on here. Gotta open them up first. So tonight, I got a call from my friend. She says, you have to go to the lake right now. And I go, why? And she goes, now I don't know if I say this right. Aurora Boreal was out. Okay, so I'm going, here in Texas? That's too far south. She goes, no, it's seen. I see it right now. Allie, you need to get out there now. Because she knows that was one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to see that one day. And it was here last year, early in the year of this month of 2025, and I missed it. And I was so upset. And she goes, you were upset last time. You better get out and go do that right now. So I went out and got my husband in the car. And he's going, oh, come on. And we love our stars. We love our telescopes. And he hasn't been able to get his telescope out. So I made him get in the car. Threw his walker in the back. He wasn't happy, but as he got down the road, he got all excited. Started naming all the constellations. And he was so excited. We got there, didn't see anything. So we're going, oh, that was a waste. And I called my friend. I said, Dorothy, it's not there. She goes, well, it was there a minute ago. So then my husband says, well, why don't we go to another spot? So then we found the darkest road we could find here in Texas. And they're all pretty dark here because we don't have streetlights in ours, but you still have a little light pollution from the houses. You cannot see anything if you have light pollution. That's the thing. So we found a really dark spot. I got the most beautiful picture of it. I saw the red and the streaks, and then right below it, just a little band of green. It was beautiful. And I said, I finally saw it in my lifetime in Texas of all places. What's up with that? You know, about as low as it could go, and it came down here. So may your Christmas be merry and your New Year be bright. I keep going through all my stamps and finding all these cool stamps. It makes me happy. Hold it down. There we go. That looks really good. I like it. I'm very pleased with that. So now I'm going to get my little presents out. I'm going to remove my stocking from this one. I don't have that many blocks. And that's okay. I'll get some eventually. I'm not too worried. Now I'm going to stamp a green one and a red present right there. I'm going to grab my little snowflakey thing and I'm going to put, oh wait, that's not the color I wanted. I had it trans right here. My balmy blue. I was going to put some little bitty snowflakes here and there, because I thought that would be cute. Maybe one right there, and one right there. Nothing on there, because that looks really good. So that's the inside of the card. And I will grab my envelope, which is right over here. I want to get out my, let's see, not the Merry Christmas. I want to do the Christmas is here. And put it on there. And put just a little tiny snowflake right there. And on this side, I'm going to get my green and do a cute little present right here. And then a little red present. And a yellow star, just for fun. There we go. So that's the envelope. And that's our finished card. With the gold like I wanted. I'm glad I went over and grabbed that. Okay. So the next one we're going to do, I need to close these up so I do not get them everywhere. I will eventually get them back out for the next card. The next card is another one from the same stamp set, a little chair. And this one's a little more, well, not that much more, but it's fun. Trust me, you'll love it. Okay. Clean my stamp really good. All ready. Okay, and there we go. So the next card we're going to work on is this one. So I used this embossing folder, Forever Plaid, on it, and I embossed the white piece. The card base, I'll bring out my instructions. I thought I should write this out, is this. Card base is white, and it's 5 1/4 by 8 folded in half. This white piece, I did not write that down. It's probably like, 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. That's what I thought. It's going to fit right on there, just like that. Okay? So the thing we're going to do is we're going to do something a little bit different. It's going to take a little bit of time, but it'll be worth it. I cut some circles. So I pulled out some paper from the, what's it called? The holly one. It's really pretty paper. I needed the red and the green out of there. And that is this one and this one backside. That's the front sides. Then I got the Boho or Bohu or, let me see what it's called. I brought it over here so I could show you. And it just fell on the floor. That's what fell on the floor. It is called the Beautiful Bokeh, I think. It has tons of pretty colors. I pulled the yellow out of that because I could not find it. Then I got Garden Green, Cherry Cobbler, and Daffodil Delight to cut circles out of. So this is what we're going to do. I need to bring these back in. I figured that it would be easier to do it this way because what I originally did was I cut out all the circles and thought, oh, I could just punch it out of the middle. Well, we'll see. I don't know if that'll happen because it's not easy. You got to put it in here and try and line it up and get in the middle. I mean, it could work. Let me see. Oh, it worked. So I'll put that over there in my little goodies. Now I'm going to grab the red. So this is the smaller circle, which is 1 1/4. And get this as lined up as I can in the middle. Oops, look at both sides. So you're going to look at right here and in there. I kind of hold it down halfway. Figure that looks like the middle. And there you go. I'll put that over there. So I have 2 done. And I already did this one. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do, and you'll see, is I put little dimensionals on them. And I had the dimensionals right over here somewhere. Here they are. The little mini ones. So you're going to grab your little things and you're going to put 3 dimensionals on here. There's that one. And then we'll get 3 for the next one. A little star. So just kind of spread them out. That's what you want to do. Okay. That part's done. Now, I want to take this and glue it to the card front. I already embossed it. See how pretty that looks? Need a little, it looks kind of weird not embossed when I pin it together. I go, no, I'm starting to really get into my embossing. So it really steps up the card, I think. So remember, when you have the embossed paper, you need to kind of like get a little extra on there. So you can do it either way. I have it so that the poking up part, the main part, is on the bottom this time. So line it the best you can. And it's going to look crooked because of how the embossing folder is designed. We'll put that just like that. So the next thing you want to do is you want to take and glue down these guys where you want them. So I'm going to put them like this. So the best way to do it is to always put the bottom and the top on. Okay, so let's start with that. If there's plenty of glue, because you know what? If you don't, it won't stick to that embossed paper. Okay, I'm going to put that one down. I know where that one goes now. And I'm going to line this up the best I can. Directions from the bottom, same thing as that one, and the side. Put that down. Now, notice I didn't push it down all the way because I could move it around. This one's going to go in the middle. Just kind of look at it and say, do I like that? Do I like that? Is that perfect? This one needs to go over a tad bit. There. Now I can press it down. I'll hold it down for a second. Sorry about that. I keep bumping my camera because it's right next to me. So now I'm going to move that out of the way. Take the dimensionals off of your little things and you're going to put it in the middle of the color that you have. So this is going to go on the yellow one and push it down. And it'll show through. See how it shows the other paper right there? With the cute little design. Oh, I got a little something on that I noticed. There we go. This eraser is amazing. You can get these at Dollar Tree. Get them on Amazon. They're like $1.50 now. They used to be $1.25. I think Amazon wants like $3 for it, but I can't remember. So now I'm going to put the Christmas tree on. Now, see with the star, it doesn't matter which direction you put it on. This one, it does. You need to make sure you get your Christmas tree so it's going straight up and down. And then even it out and push it down. And now you have your stocking. It's a nice little 3D card. Okay, and I'll put my stocking down. Same thing. And just put it down just like that. The last thing you want to do, well, not the last thing, is I've already preset my Merry Christmas on here. I'm going to grab the red ink and I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas on there. Just like that. Take off my stamp. Okay. And then I will where's that? Get my snowflake. Close my red ink. Well, no, I'm going to use that again. I don't want to do the balmy blue. I better not. Okay, let's do... I want to do something, but I got to find it. I didn't take it out. That little greenery piece right here, that's what I wanted. Okay, let's put that on a block. Take our Christmas tree and set it aside. I'm going to bring out the mossy meadow and a little piece of paper. And I want to do the edges with these little branches. I think that would look really cute. Let's do second generation done. So I'm going to go all around the edges, making it really cute. Just stamp around it. Try and keep them connected. There. I think there's a little extra there. Let's do this. Clean it all off. And set these two things aside. Gotta put all my stuff up here, I won't lose them. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my dimensionals. Oh, first I wanna glue this down. Definitely wanna do that. Okay, and I chose the gold because I thought that would look really cool. Put that right there. Now I want to grab 3 dimensionals and do the same thing. Right on here, just like that. Okay, we'll put our Merry Christmas on here. And there's the front of the card. Now, I want to do the inside, so I'm going to grab my May Christmas be merry and your New Year be bright. Stamp it right there. Okay, let me clean that off. I'm thinking this card looks pretty cool already. I'm really liking it. Feels like it's kind of plain, but I kind of like that. Just clean and to the point. Yeah, I do like that. I don't know, maybe all that. Oh, you know what? Okay, let me put my gold embellishments on here first. I have an idea. I'm changing it up. That's what I always do. You know me. Just can't help it. So if I bring in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring in that. Let me get my thing to close up the glue. Okay. And then if I grab, there's something I want to grab. I'm trying to think where it is. It might not work, but let me see. I have some gold. Here it is. There it is. I found it, what I was looking for. Stampin' Up's gold stuff here. I think that will look really cute on here. So let's put my, where's my take or pick? I had it a second ago. What did I do with it? I don't know what I did with it. Oh, I put it back in my drawer. Silly me. Put all my little gold dots on here. Perfect. I don't think it might not need this. I was thinking about putting a bow. We will see. Or, you know what? Maybe. Oh, I like this. Okay, I'm changing it up from my original design. It needs to have a little something right here. A little something, something. Usually I put it under the white paper, but I kind of like it. It's going to go around because you'll see it on the inside when you open up the card. Okay, there we go. Let's cut it. There we go. Change up that design. Sometimes I do that. And there's nothing wrong with that as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it evolves sometimes. Okay, so let me do one more thing. I'm going to grab out, hold on, this. And make sure it sticks really good. Okay, pull off the backing. Because this gold stuff tends to, the knots tend to come undone. So I want to make sure it sticks down really good. Okay. There we go. Yeah, that added a lot. That really made it go good. I'm very happy with that. Okay, so the next thing, we need to get my envelope and stamp the inside with something on it. So let's grab our red one, put it right there, and our green one. So when I didn't stamp it real good there, it didn't matter because I'm going to cover it up, so I wasn't worried about that. Okay, so let's do that over here. Let's put this one right here. Christmas is here, right on the envelope flap. And we are going to stamp some presents out here. Put a red one right there. And then here's my green one. Oh, I didn't do that. Did you see that? That was bad. Oh, I see where I did. I'm going to have to clean out that spot. I'll put that one right there. Okay, let's set those aside. I'll clean them in a second. Close off these inks so I don't put my fingers in it, my card on it, any of that. Okay, so this is what we have for our second two cards. We have this one with a cute little gold around it, and you can see the gold on the inside. And here's our envelope. Looks really nice. And then we made this card, which is really cute. And here's our envelope. And that one has snowflakes. This one did not get snowflakes. I better get my snowflakes out. My yellow ink. I could do that really quick. One right there. That was, and one right there. There we go. Now it's complete. So there's our video. Thank you for watching. If you could please like it and share it, I appreciate that. And have a wonderful evening. And hopefully if you have the stamp set, you can make it too. Bye.